One plays Harrison Ford's son in an Indiana Jones film I wish they hadn't made, and the other plays maybe Harrison Ford's son in a Blade Runner sequel I'm so glad they made. Can today's contestants connect Shia LaBeouf to Ryan Gosling? Let's find out on today's 5 to 9. Welcome to 5 to 9, the movie game for movie fans. I'm your host, Eric Ginsberg, and we're coming to you from North Hollywood, California at the Home Run Studios. Do you love movies? Do you love getting lost in the IMDb, the Internet Movie Database? Do you love talking through, who was that guy? Who was in that thing? What's his name? Then this show is for you, and this game is yours. Our first guest today is an actor and a writer, André Ward. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
André, I'm so glad you're here. And, we were talking earlier and you told me that maybe your favorite movie of all time was Blade, and you've actually seen Wesley Snipes in person.
I did.
What was that like?
I want to say it was amazing, but I'll be honest, it was a little slightly disappointing. Never meet your heroes, which is why I tell people not to meet me. A lot of people think highly of me.
All right. So you told me that a movie you wished more of your friends would see so you could talk about is a movie I actually have the same opinion on, which is The Game.
The Game.
Let's talk about The Game. Why do you love The Game?
I mean, that's a classic movie. We were just mentioning how everything seems to be kind of repetitive in the mode of sequels and prequels and reboots nowadays. But The Game was one of those unique movies. It was a one-off. And there were a lot of layers and a lot of built-in things and kind of a big secretive payoff. And it's one of those you want to talk about with people, but if they haven't seen it, you would be ruining it if you gave them too much info.
Sure. Very early David Fincher film.
Yeah.
Back when he still had a lot more flexibility to be as creative as he wanted. He had made Alien 3, which, it was a movie. And then he made 7, and they're like, what do you want to do, buddy? And he wanted to do The Game.
Yeah.
So that was exciting.
Michael Douglas, Sean Penn before he got annoying. Michael Douglas when his face looked a little younger.
Hey, listen, man. 25 years ago, all of our faces looked a little younger.
I wasn't even born yet.
Oh my God,
that's not true.
I feel like Michael Douglas has looked the same forever now.
Yeah, well, he kind of looks like his dad now.
Yeah. I did see Kirk Douglas in person at the Chinese Theater when he was doing an event for Spartacus. And it was like, oh my God, there's Kirk Douglas.
Did you ask him if he was Spartacus?
No, he was. I was just watching an interview, but in my heart, I asked him if he was, and I hoped he answered.
Kirk, I have one question for you.
Right,
and that was going to be his answer.
There you go. So tell me about your project. You're working on pitching a sitcom. What is it about?
It's a workplace sitcom, and it's about an LA-based event firm. And kind of goofy characters who is kind of in a classic sitcom style. It's not necessarily slapstick, but a lot of good fast-paced dialogue. But it's characters working at an event firm, and they barely do their job.
Sure.
And so, like anything similar to, when you're pitching, you talk about previous examples that could be similar. And you talk about The Office because people think of that as a standard now for work, but it's really not about what they do, right? So my show is not about what they do. It's about, your work family that you end up forming.
Well, what I love about the idea, and I'm saying this is somebody who's just been pitched this idea, is that because it's an event firm, each episode can be dealing with a different kind of event. It's such a great vehicle for bringing on guests, guest stars to kind of be in whatever milieu they need for whatever event is happening.
Absolutely.
I already love the idea.
It's gone through, several iterations as you're writing out, but I like that there's a payoff for consistent viewers. If you watch chronologically, you can see our characters grow in their through arc, and I built a little love story in there and whatnot. But yeah, you can also pop in at any time, and it's episodic in that you can just hop in and watch a good episode and just have some laughs just based on that one autonomous thing.
Yeah. And there's the whole will they, won't they? Yeah. And like by season 3 they do, but by season 5 they're kind of scraping the barrel for stories, so they kind of like make them break up, and the fans are like, well, that's not what I wanted. And
that's what happens in real life, right? Yeah, I wrote it by the love stories between my character and competing with another guy over this amazing girl. So we'll see.
It already sounds good.
Yeah, man.
I want to watch it.
Absolutely.
There you go. So the man who already wants to watch it, our next guest, Benny Ave, welcome to the show.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Thank you for having me.
So Benny, in addition to saving our biscuits by swooping in for a spot on the show when we miss somebody, you work here at the Home Run. What else do you do?
Yeah, so I'm a music producer, mainly based on the West Coast, but I try to reach and broaden out as much as I can. I also record and mix and master all of that good stuff that has to do with audio. But yeah, mainly production.
Sure. So, like, imagine you're at a party or, I don't know, like on a podcast or something, and you're trying to, I don't know, impress the people you're talking to with some of the projects you worked on that were most exciting. What are some things that you're most proud to have worked on?
Gosh, I mean, all of them. They're like children, honestly. I feel like there's not one that I'm like specifically tied to, but I mean, I think that a big one for me, or honestly, a lot of the ones that I like are the underrated ones that nobody listens to. Like I have this really good song with Ruchi. It's called Ride With Me. That's an artist from Inglewood, California right here. It's an acoustic track, very heartfelt. I don't know, just feel like some of the ones that don't get the shine are the best ones, I feel like sometimes. So that's what I would say.
And Benny, tell me, what is a movie that you could watch from like any point, whenever it's on, you will just sit down and watch it if that's what's on right now?
Easy. Casino or Goodfellas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
any Marty Scorsese.
Okay, so anything Scorsese. I will tell you, I saw Casino in the theater. I was 14 years old, and that was not okay. No one should have let a 14-year-old into that theater. And I went with my girlfriend, and we basically made out the whole time.
Nice.
Because we picked the theater that was the least, we literally picked it because it was like in its fourth week out, and there was nobody else in the theater. We could just go make out in the dark room.
What a good movie to do that to.
Right? It's 3 hours.
Oh, amazing.
So much making out.
And then you could stop and then watch a little bit and be like, oh, wow, his car blew up. Oh.
Man, the part with the eyeball and the vice.
Oh.
Scorsese's editor was once asked about, why Scorsese's films are so gory, are so, not the word grotesque, so violent. And she said they aren't until I get through editing them.
Dang. He does do a lot of that where it's like, and also I love the way he like incorporates the music in like every scene. It's like perfect the way that the music syncs up with what's happening in the movie.
Yeah, and he got a lot of his earliest work included things like The Last Waltz and a lot of other, concert docs that we tend to forget about. We associate him so much with gangster movies, we forget what a rock and roll beginning he had.
I was just watching this like it was like a short on YouTube where he was I think Raging Bull had to be in black and white because it was too gory. So they had to make it in black and white in order for it to get the R rating.
Sure, for the blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So, guys, before we play 5 to 9, we're going to do a little warm-up round. Before the show, we asked you to write down the name of 5 actors each. We're going to pull out one from this cup and going to give you 60 seconds to name as many of their movies as possible. Any movie they've appeared in counts. Are you guys ready for that?
Can we stretch first?
Nope. Jason, do you have 60 seconds on the clock? All right. So, gentlemen, are you ready? You have 60 seconds on the clock to name as many films as you can with Vince Vaughn. Go.
Wedding Crashers.
Swingers.
That's 1. That's 2. What was the follow-up to Swingers?
Just the Owen Wilson, they work at Google.
Yeah, what's that one called?
Internship.
The Internship. That's 3. What else?
Just
The Breakup.
That's 4.
Just watched something last night. It was kind of a goofy stoner comedy. The Binge. It was based off The Purge, but is it called The Binge?
I don't know. What else we got? Vince Vaughn and his 5 head.
Did we do Wedding Crashers already?
We did.
So
Clock is ticking, gentlemen.
It's so easy.
The music is playing.
Man.
Any Vince Vaughn film.
There was that horror one. He just switched places with the younger girl
Yep.
from
Dodgeball.
Ant-Man. Quantumania.
Dodgeball. That's 5. True underdog story. It should be.
That is time.
Oh, gentlemen, I'm so sorry that you missed films like Old School and Rudy and School Ties. No, not School Ties. That was Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. But what else, Jason, were we missing with Vince Vaughn?
Some cool ones include Hacksaw Ridge. We got The Internship. There was 4 Christmases.
Yep.
It's the Breakup, which we also mentioned on last episode.
We did mention. Yeah, we got that one.
Some really interesting ones. Let's not forget, no matter how hard we try, was 1998 Psycho.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
that
the remake.
shot for shot
That was-
remake.
Yeah.
Shot for shot remake.
And let's not forget the Lost World Jurassic
He
Park
was in the
as well.
cell. Oh, that's right.
Right,
He was
right.
in the second Jurassic Park film. He played the detective in The Cell. He was in a film called
The Cell with
Maid.
Vincent D'Onofrio and Jennifer Lopez?
That's correct.
Wow.
Was that the one with the dinosaurs in the city?
That was Jurassic World Lost. What was it called? The Lost World. Yes, the T-Rex got into San Diego
Yeah.
and knocked over the very well product placed 76.
Orange ball, and it rolled down San Diego. Yeah,
Does 76 still exist? I haven't seen it. It still exists?
There was one by me, and Shell took him over.
Shell will do that.
Means something.
Ask anybody from Africa. Shell will do that. They'll just take him over. I went there. All right.
Shots fired.
I went
Whether or not they heard him.
I was there.
Come and get me, Shell.
Don't go after the oil money.
So now, guys, the real reason we invited you both here today is to play the movie game 5 to 9, where you'll have to connect 2 actors through no fewer than 5 and no more than 9 movies. I'm going to draw names, and we're going to jot them down. Gentlemen, please open up your game pads.
Is this the pad? I think
And-
the precedent we set is pretty poor, so
Yeah.
it's important to lower expectations.
Yeah.
I love that.
People. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Shout out Vince Vaughn. I'm sorry,
Right.
guy.
Vinny. V squared.
Yeah, so Vince Vaughn had a small part in Rudy, which also had his frequent collaborator, John Favreau.
Yeah.
They were also in a movie called Couples Retreat.
Oh, I remember
That was
that.
directed by
Yeah.
Peter Billingsley.
Oh, from Christmas Story.
That's right. All right, so guys, we are going to go in the from spot. We are doing Shia LeBeouf.
Oof.
Shia the Beef.
That's gonna make me shy. What?
I do not know how to spell his name, so I'm just going to butcher it.
SHIA. Got you. I got you. You're welcome. Every pad page is the same.
Yeah, that's right, because it's a gamepad. So you can play this game again and again and
Ooh.
again.
It's a gift that
Nice.
keeps on giving.
And we're going to go from Shia LaBeouf to Ryan Gosling, the Goose. I got to tell you, ever since La La Land, I can't not think of him whenever I'm stuck in LA traffic.
I'll be honest, that opening sequence I didn't mind. I really liked the musical where they're sitting in the traffic and
I really wished the rest of the movie had been like that. I feel like they kind of teased us. That and Baby Driver, I felt really teased us with a really stylized intro
yeah.
that they then just stopped doing for the rest of the movie. It was kind of a bummer. Now, guys, we're also going to pull a wild card. And if you can go through our wild card, who is this time going to be Adam Sandler,
Ooh.
you can get 3 bonus points. You don't have to go through Adam Sandler, but it'll get you extra points. As always, Kevin Bacon is worth 2 points.
Ooh, nice.
Always worth 2 points. Any SNL cast member, which Adam Sandler is worth a bonus point. So in this case, if you get to Adam Sandler, you'll get 4 points on him.
Wow.
And then one more thing, we're going to spin our house rule wheel. And
See it.
every time we land on today's house rule, you will get a bonus point. Let's see what it is. It's spinning. It's thinking. I could have made this thing go faster.
No. Patience
All
is a
right.
virtue.
So this one is Straight Man, Funny Man. Jason, you want to tell them what is Straight Man, Funny Man?
Yes, Straight Man, Funny Man is when we have a comedy actor in a serious role or a serious actor in a comedy role.
Gotcha. That should be pretty easy, I guess.
So in other words, if you can put Adam Sandler in a serious role,
Uncut
then-
gems.
then he's worth 5 points.
nice.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right. That's how that goes. All right.
We will not be including Adam Sandler movies that are not funny.
Jack and Jill is not going to get you the
Burn.
bonus point.
Oh,
I got
man.
him. He went for the Sandman.
Come and get me, Adam Sandler.
Wow.
You and Shell.
He's gonna be waiting outside the studio door.
There you go.
Hey,
messed
Happy
up.
Gilmore is a classic.
It is. Now, before we play, we'd like to apologize in advance to the actors who spent a career building a body of work whose faces we know, but whose names we may butcher, and to all the hardworking writers, directors, and producers who picked the perfect name for a film that we may likely fumble through today. I swear, we really do love your work. Now, Andre and Benny, you are going to be working together. I'm going to be here to help you along the way, but not too much. Are you ready to play the game?
Do you need a verbal yes?
Sir, I'm going to need a verbal yes, like a
Okay.
flight
We're in
attendant.
the good row. Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of which, Benny, stay on your side.
So
We're
let's-
working together, but we don't
let's
cross the
put-
neutral zone.
Shia LaBeouf in our from spot. And what do you have? Start talking it through. How do we get from him to Ryan Gosling, maybe through Adam Sandler? Talk it out.
Shia was in the movie with Brad Pitt and John Bernthal.
Which movie was that?
Hurt? Fury.
Fury.
I toss hurt out there because it hurts that you're furious. No, I don't know.
Okay, so we've got Fury, which Zach Galifianakis would only refer to as furry.
And you said he was with Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah, B. Pitt, yeah.
Brad Pitt was in Ocean's 11 with George Clooney. And
Hold on, we got to jot these things down. Ocean's 11 with George Clooney. Okay, where are we going?
I believe in you, Benny.
George Clooney was in a movie called what's that movie called? Ides of March. Ides of March.
Ides of March. I was actually just talking about that movie the other day. My mother-in-law called me up, who occasionally my mother-in-law will just text me 5 to 9 challenges. She won't even say, "Hi, Eric, how you doing?" She'll just send me the name of 3 actors.
This is great. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah.
So I'd rather sub her for what my mom texts me, which is she'll never get to the point. Like I'd love to flip that up. My mom will send a million messages of preamble,
all caps.
Yeah.
So my mother-in-law sent me. She just. I'm sorry. We were on the phone the other day. She said, "What movie is George Clooney in with Ryan Gosling?" And I said, "Oh, The Ides of March." And I get to give her the whole explanation. I love. They were holding up this Time magazine cover.
Yeah.
So the left side of the poster is Clooney on the magazine, and the right side of the poster is Gosling. And we're gonna keep that thought going right after this break.
Hey, it's producer Jason stepping in here real quick to thank you for listening to 5 to 9, a movie game podcast. We're actually really excited to bring this show back for its new season with new and improved audio and video. If you're listening to the audio version, make sure you subscribe on your podcast app of choice to make sure you get the newest episodes as soon as they release. And if you want to watch the video as well, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Links to all of these can be found at 5to9game.com. Okay, you followed? You there? You got it? Great. Let's get back to the show.
All right, so where are we going? We've got George Clooney in The Ides of March. Where are you going to go from there?
That directly goes into, because Ryan Gosling is in that movie, but that's 4, right? So we can't technically do it.
That is correct. That's only 3 movies.
Oh, gosh. Okay,
so the name of the game is 5 to 9. We need a minimum of 5 movies.
Don't we get high fives for doing it efficiently?
You do not.
That's amazing.
The name of the game is not 1 to 9.
Winning.
It's 5 to 9.
Oh, jeez.
So how are we gonna go out and then back in? Because we only have 3 movies here.
We got to get that wild card in there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So think about Adam Sandler movies and how he could connect to Shia LaBeouf or Ryan Gosling.
Or even Kevin Bacon, because I'm down for that challenge.
Oh yeah, Kevin Bacon's always worth that 2 bonus points.
Well, I was thinking Gosling was in that great movie Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell.
And also
Carell's a funny guy.
And also
Julianne Moore.
I'm sorry, if the whole point of bringing up Crazy Stupid Love is to connect to, you just said it. What connection are we trying to get?
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's
in there.
That's
Kevin
right.
Bacon's
Kevin
in there.
Bacon's in Crazy
Marissa
Stupid Love.
Tomei. That movie is great. That's an
All right.
underrated flick.
So you want to let's put Ryan Gosling over here for right now. But yes, I love the Crazy Stupid Love connection.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
With Kevin Bacon. Okay, so where are we going to go from there? How do we get from Kevin Bacon to Adam Sandler in as few movies as possible? And if you can get him in a serious role, it's worth an extra point.
Oh.
Can we do it?
Gosh. Okay.
It helps when you think it out loud. It's a podcast.
The gears are turning. There's smoke coming out my ears.
I'm trying to think of Big Daddy connection. I don't know why.
Okay, so who's in Big Daddy? Stacked cast.
Gosh,
Stacked
I'm blanking.
cast.
I'm blanking out. You got to help me out. I'm drowning here.
My brain's got everybody in that movie. Who was his roommate to whom the kid actually belonged?
Yes. I'm blanking.
Best known for TV? Best known for being the host of a TV show?
I'm super blanking right now.
Oh,
I don't.
that's so
Big
sad.
Daddy, I think I saw once, but it was one of those where I was not fully invested. Might have been making out with a could
Sure.
The audience.
Big Daddy is
watching.
your casino.
Yeah. Maybe there was 2 girls. I don't know. Could be.
It's hard to remember. The Sprouse twins were twins.
That's right. Yeah, the Sprouse twins.
I share a birthday with the Sprouse twins.
Ooh, that's something you could write on your tombstone.
Sure. I read an interesting thing where I forget which one because who cares? One of them said that
Dylan?
his I don't care. I don't care which one it was.
Shout out the
alike.
Sprouses.
Said that the other one was a bully in grade school and would like beat up other kids, and then he had to be the one to go like apologize for his brother, which gets funnier when you realize they were homeschooled.
Huh.
Oh, burn.
Huh.
That's a
All right.
math joke.
So we're at Kevin Bacon. How are we going to get to Adam Sandler?
I don't know why I'm thinking Hollow Man.
Kevin Bacon was in Hollow Man. Yes. With whom?
Elizabeth Shue.
Yes, Elizabeth Shue. What else was she in?
I want to think of the Vegas movie, but don't write that one down yet because but I don't think Nicolas Cage has ever done anything with Adam Sandler.
I can't.
Elizabeth Shue.
I can't. But he's done so many movies with so many people. One of them must have done something. Oh, I can think of somebody who's in a movie with Nicolas Cage and Adam Sandler, but there's only so much I can alley-oop you.
Gosh.
Ooh.
And it's one of Adam Sandler's dramatic roles.
Oh, that's a juicy one.
Yeah, I've got
Give us
it.
a little more love. We're Andre 3000. You're Will Ferrell. Semi-pro references.
Oh my goodness, it's somebody who was in Ocean's 11.
Ooh, it's all coming full circle.
Nice.
Mhm.
Is this Don Cheadle somehow?
It is Don
Yeah,
Cheadle.
I knew
Okay.
it. I knew it.
Okay, all right. So it was Don
Whoa.
Cheadle in with Adam Sandler, and
Crash?
it wasn't
No,
called
no,
Crash.
no.
Crash was a different movie. Crash was an entirely different movie that won Best Picture.
Yeah, that was a great one. 04.
With Paul Haggis.
05.
He run back to back.
But this was a movie Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler were in together. It was named after a song title.
Oh, I was thinking Family Man with Nicolas Cage.
Okay. Well, that was one of the two connections. All right, so we got Nicolas Cage to Don Cheadle and Family Man. All right, hold on. So Elizabeth Shue, what was the Vegas movie you were going to say with Nicolas Cage?
Honeymoon in Vegas?
Wasn't Honeymoon in Vegas. That was
That's
Sarah
Steve
Jessica
Martin and
Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
What was the one?
What's the title?
I don't think it was a Vegas movie. It was a movie about maybe alcoholism.
Yeah.
Had
Who
that
won the
Google Doll
Academy Award?
song?
Was it Elizabeth or Nicholas? One of them won for that.
I doubt Elizabeth Shue has an Academy Award.
Wow, that hurts. The Elizabeth Shue fan club's gonna be outside the door. Man.
Everybody who's seen Back to the Future 2 and 3, but not Back to the Future 1 because she wasn't in that.
Right, subbed her out.
The original.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Karate Kid.
original.
Adventures in Babysitting, probably her best.
Phenomenal movie with the original Thor,
Right?
who played Thor in that movie.
Oh gosh.
Elizabeth Shue, she was in Cocktail with Tom.
She was.
Cruise.
She
You
was.
see?
Okay. But if we had the Don Cheadle connection with Family Man with Nicolas Cage, what was the Elizabeth Shue movie with Nicolas Cage? Gosh, I hope I have the right movie in mind. Gosh, I hope they're in the movie I'm thinking of. Jason, can you confirm the two of them were at least in a movie together?
It's the what about alcoholism in Vegas?
Yeah.
Because I
Was-
remember, yeah.
No, we got it. We got it. So what was the name of that movie?
Leaving Las Vegas?
Was it? Jason, can you confirm it was Leaving Las Vegas with Elizabeth Shue and Nicolas Cage? Because I don't think that it was. I don't think it was set in Vegas. I think it was set right here.
I don't know. When Nicolas Cage in Vegas, all I'm thinking is him landing the plane in Con Air.
Okay.
It's not Vegas? It's set in rainy Los Angeles?
I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure the name of the movie alludes to the name of this city. The city of Los Angeles. I'm pretty sure. Jason, can you help me out if I'm bungling this?
Sorry, I just realized that Elizabeth Shue spells her name with an S, so I apologize to Miss Shue. Nicolas Cage and Elizabeth Shue were both in Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
All right.
Eric.
You had it. So
Dang.
who was
Made me question
in
myself.
Shout
Jason, help me out here. Who was in The City of Angels? That was Meg Ryan, wasn't it?
Yeah. With the Alanis Morissette song.
Oh, without looking it up, I know that's Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Eric,
so
you led me
Elizabeth
astray.
Shue.
Did we bet on that?
Which
Did we
took
make-
me until my late 20s to realize that it was not in the Crow franchise.
Aren't they remaking The Crow?
So we've got Leaving
God, I
Las
hope so.
Vegas,
Leaving Las Vegas.
which had Nicolas Cage.
I think Rob Zombie was supposed to direct The Crow.
And then
the reboot or something like that.
I'm sure he probably got an option on that at some point. it seems up his alley. So Nicolas Cage was in Family Man. I loved Family Man. I'll be honest.
That's a great movie.
With Taya Leone, but also with Don Cheadle. Now, I will tell you, if we already have Ocean's 11, we can call it a win right now. But can we get that Adam Sandler movie?
You alluded to one though. It's right there, right?
With Don Cheadle,
and it's
named after a song. Serious role.
It's named after a song?
It is. And again, if you can get Adam Sandler in that movie, you're going to get 5 points for it because he's our wild card for 3. He's a comedic actor doing a serious role for our wild card. And he's an SNL cast member.
I don't know why I wanted to say 8 Crazy Nights.
No.
That was animated too, right?
That was an animated too.
I'll give you one more alley-oop, and then I gotta walk away. It's named after a song by The Who. Don Cheadle, Adam Sandler, serious role.
I'm trying to run in my mind that because I mean he has stretched a lot lately, but I feel like his serious movies are fewer. You know, you can probably count them on one hand. Because I'm thinking Uncut Gems recently.
Sure.
There was the basketball one on Netflix recently. What was that called? And then there's Spanglish.
That was Hustler.
Yes, Spanglish. Okay, what else?
But none of those are song lyrics from that old white guy band. The group who led opening credits for CSI for years, right?
They did. And Roger Daltrey made a comment once to Pete Townsend about how he wants to, get in on some of that publishing rights. Yeah. And Pete Townsend said, "We'll try writing a song sometime." Shots fired.
Wow. I hope you got aloe for that burn.
Fired.
That's funny.
All right. So if you don't have that one, we got to Don Cheadle for nothing except for the fact that we can make it a win to go to Ocean's 11. Are you ready to pull that ripcord and bail, or do you think you can get this Adam Sandler connection for the 5 points?
Okay, one more little help. Is it his earlier work or is it his later work?
It's somewhere in the middle. I want to say this movie came out about 18 years ago.
Wow, I wasn't even born. It is messed up.
And it's a serious role.
It is a serious role.
I feel like I know which one you're talking about, but I just don't know the name. I'm blanking out.
I believe in you so hard. I got your back.
Adam Sandler wears headphones the whole movie. Big cans, like the ones we have on right now.
No, that's I don't know why I'm thinking about Little Nicky.
It's definitely not Little Nicky. Gentlemen, we're going to put this in the win column. Let's wind it back. Let's see what we can do. Let's get rid of George Clooney. Let's tally up some points.
Okay, can we know the
1,
movie
2,
now?
3, 4, 5, 6. Absolutely. As soon as we get all of our points, we did get Kevin Bacon.
I'm disappointed.
So that's worth some points. Let's go for it. We've got Shia LaBeouf was in Fury with Brad Pitt, who was in Ocean's 11, with Don Cheadle, who was in Family Man, with Nicolas Cage, who was in Losing Las Vegas, with Elizabeth Shue, who was in Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon, who was in Crazy Stupid Love with Ryan Gosling. For 6 movies, we'll do 10 minus 6. And it occurs to me, we didn't tally up the points in my last episode.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good news.
Guess we beat them then.
Yeah, they got 0 points. So guys, we're doing 10 minus 6 is going to be 4 points over here. Did we get our wild card? Did we get any comedic actor in a serious role or serious actor in a comedic role? I don't think that we did. Did we get any SNL cast members?
We were close.
We did not. Did we get our wild card? No. And so we did get Kevin Bacon for 2, and we're walking away with 6 points. Now, the movie, Jason, do you want to tell them which movie we were talking about that's got Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler and is named after a song by The Who, for which Eddie Vedder sang his own version of the song?
Oh, you must be talking about Rain Over Me.
I am discussing Rain Over Me, which could have gotten you 5 points if you could have gone. So, Jason, what fun connections do you have?
I found a few of them here. Now, of course, I always like to find the most direct route, so we can get from Shia LaBeouf through Fury with Michael Pena, which then gets us Gangster Squad with Ryan Gosling.
There you go.
Some other fun ones, we can go from Ryan Gosling through. Now, you guys had The Ides of March, I believe, or at least you were kicking it around. That gives us Philip Seymour Hoffman, who was in Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler, which also would have been another serious role.
Another straight role.
Now, some other ways we could have gotten some bonus points. We got Shia LaBeouf can get us through Charlie Countryman to Vincent D'Onofrio, which gives us JFK with Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
That was, yeah.
Kevin Bacon, Crazy Stupid Love with Ryan Gosling. I believe we got that one.
We did.
Adam Sandler can get us through You Don't Mess with the Zohan with George Takei, who was in
Love
8
it.
with Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And one of my favorites, we can go from Adam Sandler through Airheads with Brendan Fraser, who is in now. Are we going to count? No, Brendan Fraser, I guess, is a comedy actor.
No, he was pretty much an action star, though he did some comedy.
Blast from the Past.
Hard
Yeah,
to
he did
say.
Blast
Hard to
from
say
the
if
Past. He
Airheads
did-
is a comedy role for Brendan Fraser. I will let you debate whether that would have been extra points.
It's a comedy movie, but he plays it straight.
I suppose. Okay. So Adam Sandler gets us through Airheads to Brendan Fraser, which gets us The Air I Breathe with Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
And that's what I got for you today.
Jason, thanks so much for that. And thank you so much to Benny Ave for being on the show. Thank you to André G. Ward for being on the show. Keep an eye out for all the tracks Benny's producing. Keep an eye out for André G. Ward's sitcom coming maybe soon. Let's see it happen. And thank you guys so much for taking the time to be on the show, just for being here. You have won the official 529 gamepad, which comes with 50 game cards and is available now at 529game.com. If you 529ers listening out there were chomping at the bit, yelling out better solutions for today's challenge, enter for a chance to come on the show by beating us at our own game. Get your official 529 game cards at 529game.com, play today's challenge, and tag at 529game with your winning game card on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook to show us how it's done. High scores, as well as creativity and entertainment value, will all be considered. This has been 5 to 9. I'm your host, Eric Ginsberg. Our show is recorded at the Home Run Studio in North Hollywood, California. Our producers are Jason Portizo, Laura Ginsberg, Benny Ave, Jag, and Shot by Riggs. Our theme music is Monday Night on an Otherwise Empty Beach on my album, Fire, streaming on all platforms. Subscribe to 5 to 9 wherever you get podcasts. Follow us on social media at 5 to 9 Game to play with or against the global 5 to 9 community. Thanks for listening, and let's play together again soon.